So what do you want to talk about today?
Yeah, today we just go to talk about our general lifestyle and especially what I could say maybe as a diaspora or Africans and the complex, inferiority complex, we have it during amongst to other communities. So I discovered when I've been in Australia nearly 25 years, and I used to have that inferiority complex. And what that means is just to fear to go somewhere. And you're walking somewhere, you feel, you are not welcome, everything there. And everything, somebody asks you where you're coming from, Africa, everything we say Africa is just about negative. And even you can't even try to say anything good where you're coming from. Everything is just negative. And wherever you live, everything they're going to think, well, why do you live that place? You should believe in the West or something like that. So that personal inferiority, and also it comes to our children. So you grow up as kids young from the age, when you are young, you're happy, but when you get older, you start also feeling that inferiority complex, and especially if you can't get something wherever you want. And also realize most kids, especially when you are young, and most get in trouble also in the school because you feel inferiority complex, and then you try to fit in the group peers, and then you get in troubles. And again, when you go to teenagers, 15 or 19, also that inferiority complex again comes again to do things, working, getting the jobs. Yes.
Why do you think that inferiority complex is there? Because my question is it because when we go somewhere and it's like we look around and no one else looks like us, so we feel shy? Because I remember when I was in school, when I used to see no one look like me or anything, but not only that, then I'm shy to even say where I'm from. Oh, where are you from? Oh, Africa. Then you feel that, you don't even want to say it. And it's crazy when I think about it.
Yes, it's like, especially when you're young, you feel you're not fit in, you feel embarrassment because everybody keep seeing you there, and because you just come, they say, oh, you are lucky to be here. See, that the question always they keep telling you, oh, you are lucky to be here. So how did you come here? See, when you are colored person, when you are black, is what they ask you that question. But you could be white immigrant from Macedonia or like anywhere, but no one is going to ask you that when they sees you. Say, oh, where are you from? See, but for us, always they have to be like that, where you're coming from. And again, straight away, it's just poor. It is nothing things they go to say about Africa. But you see, it's how we feel ourselves. See, because again, when you are coming, we immigrant here because for, say, looking the job, looking good opportunity. So that is also, it's just feel, because where you're coming from, so you can't get that opportunity. So why you have to come to Australia to have a good life? So why you can't get a good life where you live? See, so that is another question. Is because we live because of fear. Why do you leave your country to come to live in Australia? And we say always we are looking the good opportunity. So why we can't get this good opportunity back home? See, that's a question we should sometimes ask ourselves.
Yeah, but like, for example, even just the fact that I have an Australian passport, that is so valuable. I can, that's such a valuable tool for me to have. So yeah, that's more opportunity.
But do you feel that you're Australian like anyone else?
Yeah.
And yes.
I mean, I've been raised here my whole life.
Yes. But some people, they could have a passport, but they don't feel they don't belong here. It's in your mind. They say, oh, they don't belong here. So if somebody asks you,
on this path of life that I'm on right now, I'm always thinking about the future. I'm always thinking about my financial future. How can I make important moves now that are going to impact me when I'm older? This video is sponsored by Rise. Every time you get an income, you can set weekly, monthly, daily investment goals. You can put aside money while you're growing and seeking the best future for yourself. For me, what I do is every week I have an amount and it puts the money into the stock market. It's all about compounded interest. The actions and the things that you do today are impacting your future. So for me to continually having that compounding interest of money being put away into the stock market, by the time I'm 30, 40, 50 years old, that amount is generational wealth. That is the power of compounded interest. It's always important to think about your future, always important to think about tomorrow and 20 to 30, 40 years from now. What Rise has done with the Rubasha Family podcast, they're going to give you $5 once you sign up with the Rise app and you're approved. You can start your financial journey today. None of this is financial advice. Hit the link in the description, get $5 into your account once you're approved, and get started on your investment journey today.
Where are you from? Where do you say? You say Africa. You don't say I live from Kogra.
Yeah, because when someone asks me that question, I say originally I'm from Kenya and Rwanda, but I say originally because that's what they're asking. They're not asking where do I live. When you say where are you from, where are your origins? If I ask another person where are you from, you're not the only Australians are Aboriginals. Yes. But you see, they're not going to say I'm from, even if maybe they're the 3-4 generations here, they're not going to say, oh, my great grandparents come from Australia, from Ireland. They'll say they're Australian.
There is no other person they ask you where you're from. Only the black people.
No, but what about like an Indian or, but do they ask that? They already know maybe. What about like, for example, an Asian person or Indian?
Yeah, maybe Chinese also they do.
Like, where are you from? But do you think they ask where are you from or they already know? Or you think they ask?
Yeah, especially when you say Asian, always have to think it's China. It could be Korean,
Japanese.
It could be Japanese. Yeah, but you see, again, it's what we try to say here. We can't generalize the community, but it's that what you feel in yourself, you know? Always, I never used to feel this is my country, this is place where I can have everything I want, where you could have everything, but deep in your mind, you feel somebody you are from somewhere else, you know? You feel everything there, you know? You're looking around, you're looking everything there. And this is your place, this is everything, you have it. But you live that period of times not having that comfort. But it was for me, maybe other people they have. But for me, always I used to feel that inferiority complex. I go places there, I could look a place and I say, no, I can't enter there. Because maybe the way it is, like a shop, I pass there, look, and then I continue. I didn't want to go in.
Really?
Yes. So I was wondering those things, why it was like that. So it's happened. Maybe again also because that times maybe my language wasn't that clear a little bit or something. See, always you had to feel why I was like that, why I had that inferiority complex in me, walking on the street in Sydney or entering a place where, you know, everybody could look at me like that. See, but the other people who have confidence, they just don't do it. Yeah.
Do you think the inferiority complex derives from you being African? And when I say that, the image that people have of Africa, are you thinking, of what they may be thinking of you being from Africa?
So like culturally, so what I realize, the people, there's something always, as from Africa people say, so if you want to do some things good, you know, you do good, you start doing a walking exercise and you start thinking you believe, you know, people say, oh, you want to be like white. Have anyone tell you that? So which somebody when you tell you, oh, you want to be white, it's me, you want to do the right thing. So why do we need to compare always with the other ones? See, or always it's something you do good, so they have to compare to the other communities. See, so but it's not that things, because you are scared, you know, you're scared to change your belief, what you call your culture.